I absolutely love personal development. I'm obsessed reading books about growth and bettering myself. I absolutely love them. I hope you do too. Otherwise, you probably wouldn't be watching this video. So let's get into the video. I'm gonna give you my top 10, technically 11, but 10 books that I had taken the time to read and left completely changed and impacted, forcing to take action in my life. I'm so excited about this video. I hope you guys are too. So a couple of these books I do not even have hard copies of. I only have the audiobook. First one I'm gonna start out with, I don't wanna do these in any type of order, but this has gotta be top 3 book right here. And that is The Compound Effect, by Darren Hardy. I have read this book probably 100 times. I actually had the pleasure of meeting Darren Hardy in an airport on the way to see him speak. I was totally geeking out. Was like, worked up the nerve, went over, asked him for a picture. Full disclosure, he was not as excited to meet me as I was to meet him, but he did graciously sign my book and take a picture with me. So super excited, love Darren Hardy. The Compound Effect is great if you are trying to implement new habits and understand why it's important to have consistency in these new habits, just for any type of mind shift switch that you're looking for. First book, Compound Effect, go get it. Second book, very popular this time of year, The Magical Power of Tidying Up by Marie Kondo. This book is a game changer, and if you have a cluttered space, I don't believe that you can function to your highest potential when you're surrounded by chaos. I don't care what you say, I don't believe it. And the first step to creating order is to declutter, which we're gonna touch on a little bit in this series in January, but this book is the inspiration behind it. It's a great read. If you're ready to clear out your space, clear out your mind, The Magical Power of Tidying Up is crushing it by Gary Vee. If you're not familiar with Gary Vee, get your life together. Look up Gary Vaynerchuk, he's amazing. Also had the pleasure of meeting Gary at an event. We were going to watch him speak and we saw him in the hotel, and he was gracious enough to take not 1 selfie, but 2 selfies with us, because the first one, I'm pretty sure I had my eyes closed. Great guy, very real. He's not gonna let you play the victim. He's going to push you to go after what you want, and he is a big reason this channel finally got started. I was having analysis paralysis, waiting to make you the perfect video and become the perfect editor and be awesome with the effects, and I'm not that person. And hopefully after a few videos, I will become more of what I was going for, but I know now that waiting isn't doing anybody any good. So Gary kicked me in the butt and said, girl, you do that channel now, quit waiting. So love Gary. Next book, You Are a Badass. This is a great book if you need another kick in the pants, if you're just looking for someone to fire you up. Jen Sincero is amazing. I have the audiobook. I listen to it when I work out, when I'm just having like a, I'm having a bad life. Boom, listen to You're a Badass. She doesn't want to hear you crying. She's gonna kick you in the pants just like Gary. Love it. So good. Again, I think that these 2 books are better audiobooks. So if you're one of those people that's like, Crystal, I don't have any time to read. Like, when am I supposed to read? Girl, boy, whoever you are, listen to it in the car. Listen to it while you're cleaning. Listen to it while you're walking the dogs or working out. Make time. If you have time to Netflix and chill, you have time to better yourself and to create the best life. You deserve it, and investing in yourself was always going to pay off, so make time. My next book, oh, this is a little nostalgia for me. I read this book when I was like 18 or 19 years old. I was in college and I was kind of like trying to figure out what I wanted to be when I grew up, and this book, I just saw it. He got it randomly at a bookstore and was like, I think I want to check this out. Simple Steps. It's 10 weeks to getting control of your life. It says health, weight, home, spirit, and it's awesome. There are habits I read about, you know, a long time ago in this book that I still implement. You know, everyone's like, make your bed, make your bed. I've been making my bed. I've been making my bed for over a decade, thanks to Simple Steps. So this is a great book. I attribute my bed making, water drinking, and the many other habits to this book. Reading it early, implementing it early. This is a great book too if you're looking for like tidbits and you're not really ready to like overhaul everything. Little bit smaller bites for you. It's a great book. The next book, called The Artist's Way, it's just a great book if you're trying to tap into your creativity but you are feeling blocked. And that it was so me when I checked this out, because I wanted to be creative. I wanted to create this channel and have fun with it, but there was a part of me that was like, no, that's not what grown-ups do. Grown-ups just do mundane work and make money. And that's literally the dialogue, which was so weird because that's so not like me. But I just was blocking my creative outlet, and I've been doing this for a very long time. And this book forces you out of your comfort zone with activities that are going to draw emotions and things out of you that you never knew were in there. It's been really good. It's been a very different experience for me as far as personal development. So next one I recommend, Artist's Way. If you're ready to take on and kind of dive into your more creative self and bring that out, this is a great book for that. The next book is Awaken the Giant by Tony Robbins. This book, I'm gonna pull it up so you can see the cover, but this book is a book that's on my phone that I listen to all the time. It's a very quick read, an hour and 30 minutes. I mean, Waken the Giant by Tony Robbins is exactly what you think. It's a kick in the pants. The audio is amazing because Tony is the one who's narrating the book. It's a great book. It's a quick read. Or another book that I, again, don't have a hard copy to show you, I'm sorry, is Miracle Morning. Now, I've always struggled with my mornings. I'm not a morning person, still working on that to this day, but the Miracle Morning gives you an outline of how to set up a morning routine that's gonna set you up for success. If you're looking to start implementing some routines, Miracle Morning is a great one for you. The next book is very dear to my heart. It's called Rich Dad Poor Dad. When I read that book, it was maybe like 8 or 9 years ago. I read that book and I quit my job. And I knew after reading the book, I was going to quit my job. And I was very scared to make that leap. And that book pushed me to do it. And it was one of the greatest decisions I ever made. So check it out, Rich Dad Poor Dad. The next 10th and 11th, I couldn't choose. Jim Rohn is the author of both of these books. And Jim Rohn is like the grandpa we all wish we had. He is amazing. He's mentored Darren Hardy, who wrote The Compound Effect. He's mentored Tony Robbins, which I know many of you know. I mentioned Waken the Giants. They reference Jim Rohn and how he shaped them and molded them. And he's just an amazing, amazing guy. I listened to both books on audio. His voice is very calming. The first one is The Art of Exceptional Living by Jim Rohn. And the second one is The Day That Turned Your Life Around by Jim Rohn. If someone asks me for one personal development book that they should start with, I always tell them The Art of Exceptional Living, start there.